we need challenges to build our resilience and our grit. So people think that to be a strong person, to be a healthy person, it means you never have negative emotions and you never have adversity experiences. But the truth is, it's actually people who have adverse experiences, who sit with negative emotions and then are able to manage them and overcome them. Those are the people that have grit and resilience. And so our brains actually thrive on action, on stimuli. And so I think for me, not the cure, but certainly a strategy that clients can use is to create novel experiences even within the pandemic. So set up mini challenges for yourself around different things, whether it's like, I'm going to start learning how to do a handstand because I'm terrified of being upside down. Or I'm going to walk 7,000 steps a day. But something that's completely outside your comfort zone, that's getting your brain almost like reinvigorated with life. The same thing over and over and over again is not good for our brains. And you actually see that from, like, I know when the pandemics first started, there were a lot of astronauts that came out and spoke about the stuff that they do, right? They spoke about having a routine, but they also spoke about having challenges. And we actually need those. And there are many different layers to that in terms of the science of it. So for example, something like dopamine, right? Dopamine gets a bad rep because it's often associated with drug taking, or like, oh no, you're getting a dopamine fix because you're always on your social media. But actually, dopamine is a buffer against cortisol. So what I'm trying to say is that, like, when you have goals that you're working towards, every time you reach a certain level on those goals, you get a dopamine rush. And that dopamine rush actually buffers you against the negative effects of stress. So stress doesn't actually have to be a bad thing. In fact, there are many benefits to putting yourself under stress because it can actually help you develop resilience and grit and keep you motivated and keep you energized. Most of the people in their elderly lives who are healthiest are the ones who are the most active, the most engaged, who are still participating in society. So we have this idea like, oh, if I spend lots of time on a desert island and I just chill, and I avoid stress as much as possible, I'll be happy. But the truth is we actually thrive on stress. We actually need it as human beings. Boredom and a lack of challenge can actually lead to burnout as badly as a high stress situation, number one. And number two, the key factor when it comes to burnout, or one of the key factors when it comes to burnout, is feeling a lack of control over your life. That is a huge trigger for burnout experience.